Like it's nothing, like it's nothing. I've been thinking about my money, I've been thinking about my time, acting like it's really nothing when everything is on the line. I've been thinking about my money, I've been thinking about my time, acting like it's really nothing when everything is on the line. How long you been on the grind? Well, how you living in your life? Swell, like so bright.
What's up, everybody? We are here for Respect Magazine, and we're talking about Mari Lit with Jimmy and Mari both here. How y'all doing?
Doing well, man.
Doing well.
That's good to hear.
Nice
so
to
tell
be
me, how did the project end up coming about? What happened? Who wants to start off first?
It kind of wrote itself. I think there was a lot of us, both of us were in a weird place of, we've been doing music, but not everything had quite been clicking. There's a lot of sitting in studios, late nights, just kind of making records for fun and to see if we can get somewhere off it and whatever. Suddenly we realized we had a whole lot of demos and we had to cut back or something or edit them up and make something out of it. It was just, there's too much there, kind of.
Yeah. What about you, Mari?
Just to echo his sentiment, a lot of it just kind of came together organically. It's like sleeping in the studios overnight. I'm laying on the couch, James is messing with a beat, and I'm like, James, wait, what's that? Put me in the booth, come on. Fire up the mic, let's go.
So then we got a second verse.
Next thing you know, vibes are on wax, and we had so many of these laying around. We're like, look, let's just do something with it. Yeah, and that's how Mari Lit essentially came about.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So where did you guys first meet?
Wow. So we met back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually my first day in New York City. I had just moved to New York City, March 2015, and James and a couple of our other buddies, Aiden, Tyler, they had this group collective called White Empire, and they were putting on shows for artists, like visual artists and musicians as well. And so I was one of their artists. I was one of the performing artists for the March show in 2015. And that's where we met.
Pretty much. Honestly, I knew his manager, Justin, before I knew Mari. When I was in the back of a cab after a party Justin threw one time, and he was like, yo, I'm working with this new dude, Mari. He passed me an earphone. Like 12, 15 seconds in, I was like, yo, whose man is this? Like, where did you find this guy?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're working with him? Then I heard he was coming to New York. Like, all right, cool, let's try to do a show or something. And the first time I saw this man, he was just bouncing his way up to me. He had this bright jacket on, the biggest smile in the world.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful. I was just like, I like this guy's energy.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Okay,
Three years later.
3 years later, right? So tell me some of the songs on the project. What kind of feel are people gonna get when they first listen to it? Is it kind of like laid back? Is it kind of high tempo?
I think we tried to do a couple different things, but it's a little up. I don't know. I think there was a lot of us trying to have some fun, trying to uplift a little bit, trying to, I don't know, sometimes get a little drink on. It varies. But
Yeah, definitely uplifting vibes. A good friend of mine described it perfectly as like the perfect balance between aspirational and attainable. So it's got those brand new vibes of like what's going on in the music industry, and some of it's pretty nostalgic. Some of the sounds that we used to hear coming up, like with the pop elements or whatever, but it still just knocks because we're huge fans of hip hop, obviously, and we just wanted to make sure that was coming through sonically. And so overall, it's just it's a chill vibe, but also it like turns up.
Okay. You can definitely throw it on like a Friday night playlist for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So how many songs exactly are on the project? Five.
There's 5.
Okay.
Which
it sounds like it was gonna be more, but then it was just like
there's still a few more demos, but I mean I've got about at least I've got another project of my own I'm trying to finish up some point by the summer that Mari's all over in various places. He's got at least another project of his own, if not a few.
I got a few projects worth.
So 2018 is loaded then, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, we're both kind of hoarders with music.
Okay.
We've been a little weird with that.
And this project was a very great opportunity just for us to get our feet wet and start off the year strong, and just kind of give people a taste of what we have coming, respectively, from our music career.
Okay, and then just give me real quick 2 songs on the project, the first 2 songs that come to your name that you want people to be like, all right, these are the songs that I really want folks to gravitate towards. I know it's like picking your children. I know.
Pick your 2, and I'll pick my 2.
Ooh, that is brutal. All right, off top, and this is a hard call. I might say Anything, because that was the first one we made. That was just, I had a beat, and Mari wandered in, and the song happened. Like, literally, it was that session was pretty magic, so that's hard to get away from. Every time I hear it, I still get a bit of that, like, we made that. And then this track, They Don't, because that was weird. We made it, and then it was this cool kind of chill demo that sat for like 4 months. We couldn't really figure out exactly how to finish it. Then we had this one weird session where Mari came in and laid all this kind of crazy stuff. Brought in the good friend Julian Soto. He laid in some crazy stuff and spent a bunch of time editing it up and trying to make sense of it. And it's kind of cool. It goes a couple places.
Okay. What about you?
Definitely gonna have to say They Don't.
Okay.
It was one of those tracks. We were at his apartment, super late night, and I'm like just half asleep, just like laying some chords down, and I didn't think anything of it to like just continue it. And so James like takes the chord, starts arranging it, and then starts putting the drums and everything behind it. And I'm just like laying on the couch, and next thing you know, I'm just like start mumbling these words, and he was like,
Let me get in front of the mic for a second.
Get up. I'm setting the mic up, and I'm like half asleep. I'm like, oh, come on, I'm so tired. He was like, nope, come on, get up, let's go.
Yeah.
And so, we started recording that, and he kept playing it, and before you know it, it like grew on us as one of our favorites. So definitely They Don't. And my second one, this is a toss up. I'm gonna have to go with Nothing.
And why Nothing?
Because Nothing is such a strong vibe. You know, it's melodically something I have fun with, and even like weaving in like these different concepts of what's going on in the music industry now, but also like staying authentic to who I am, and just really just kind of boasting a little bit, but also, you know, still keeping it very humble and authentic in a way. And I feel like I was able to play around with sounds a bit more, play around with the sonics of what's going on in hip hop, but also like keep a lot of who I was.
Okay. And before we wrap up, guys, where can everybody find you social media wise so that they can hear more of your music after they hear Mari Lit?
All right. So you can actually check out my website at mari.world, MARI.world, and you can get to all of my videos, my social media. You see my Spotify playlist. If you want to go directly to my IG or Twitter, it's at Mari, MARI_world_.
Okay.
Jimmy Lit NY.
Jimmy Lit NY.
On Twitter and Instagram and all the networks.
Okay. Well, fellas, thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and remember, you can find them both, as I just told you. This right here is Respect Magazine. Stay tuned for more, both from Mari and Jimmy.
Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. I've been thinking about my money. I've been thinking about my time. Acting like it's really nothing when everything is on the line. I've been thinking about my money. I've been thinking about my time. Acting like it's really nothing when everything is on the line. How long you been on the grind? Well, how you living in your life? Swell, lights off, so bright, flow.